Hello, hello, greetings, beautiful souls. Greetings and blessings to you. My name is Alicia. Welcome to my channel. I'm Barney Matahari, and today we're going to bring forth some messages from Spirit and your guides. We are having 3 piles today. Pile number 1, we have this jade ring. Pile number 2, we've got this crystal. You can't see it very well on the camera, but it's a beautiful iridescent mint green stunning crystal. Absolutely gorgeous. And pile number 3, we have sunstone. So take a moment and ask your higher self and tap into your intuition and see which pile is calling for you. And I am going to start with pile number 1. And first we'll just smudge a little bit. Again, just to clear the space. Alrighty. So pile number 1. Let us see what you have. You have Tree of Life, Circle of Life, Clear Energies, Channel. You have number 1, the Balancer. And you have the Singer of Healing. Gorgeous. Your tarot cards are Ten of Swords, Five of Swords, Page of Swords. A lot of swords, a lot of air energy on the board so far. Page of Cups. The Hermit. King of Swords. And you have got the Queen of Pentacles. All right. And we've got a couple of songs for you as well. So the first one is Work Song by Hosier. Put that up there. And the second one is Colors of the Wind. And I like the version performed by Tori Kelly. And that is from Pocahontas. Okay, so I'll just pop those up there so we can see everything. So straight away, I'm getting a very clear message for you guys. I'm hearing the phrase, all work and no play makes Jack a dull boy. And that's being confirmed here with the Balancer for me. This for me is the journey of someone, my pile ones, who is going from being a bleeding heart to a compassionate adult and tapping into their light and their divinity to do it. It looks as though I'm getting that from the Page of Cups and the Ten of Swords, Five of Swords, Page of Swords. So it looks like you, pile 1, either you or someone that you're dealing with or somebody in your energy. Take it how it resonates, as it's a collective reading. But I'm seeing the story of, a loving heart, someone who is at the beginning of their maybe, I don't want to say less mature, but not as developed in their, not as developed in their maturity. In the beginning, and that causing, so I'm seeing like very open-hearted, giving your energy and your love away, not having boundaries. And then this Ten of Swords comes in. Being a Page of Swords also is not having the understanding of knowing that you need to have these boundaries in order to protect this love that you have. So it's not a lack of maturity per se, it's more you haven't quite developed, at this stage of the journey, the protection and the boundaries of that energy that you hold so dear, you were not directing it sufficiently at yourself and didn't have boundaries. This led to being in unwinnable situations, the Five of Swords, and likely, I mean, look at him. This is the Ten of Swords. Likely a lot of betrayals requiring healing. This sent my pile ones inward into the Hermit. And in the Hermit, you learn to balance your heart and your head. It doesn't mean that you lost your compassion at all. It just meant that you learned how to protect it and where to share it. In the Hermit, you were healing. And your reading is just beautiful. If you have not completed this healing stage at this point, it's coming. Because look, you're ending up as the King of Swords and the Queen of Pentacles. Absolutely beautiful. And if you're not in a divine connection, and that's something that is a desire for you, and it's something that you want to draw in, that is, I'm seeing that come in for you. But more, I'm seeing that this being you, going from the Page of Swords to the King of Swords, and going from the Page of Cups to the Queen of Pentacles. You've learned how to ground that energy into, or you're learning how to ground that energy into 3D, to live from that place, walk it on your day-to-day, build it into your routines. The Queen of Pentacles is very, she's very independent. She's a sovereign being. She is absolutely able to hold her own, and she doesn't need anybody. When she joins with her partner, it's by choice, not by need or necessity. Also, the crystal that you picked, this crystal was given to me as a gift actually in Hawaii, and it's reminding me of the Jade Emperor. And the Jade Emperor is really reminding me that just as you were going through this process, you've been really, really protected by spirit and your guides. But more than that, you've really learned how to, with the Queen of Pentacles, ground down into the earth and really drop into or tap into your own natural energies. So you're pulling down, I'm seeing like this whole, your aura is just really at a cellular level. I'm seeing the crystals in your body absorbing the light from spirit, from your own heart. And it wasn't until you got away from the betrayers and the relationships or situations or mindset, beliefs, whatever that may be. Maybe it's a toxic work situation or career, whatever it is for you, having gone into hermit mode, having being with yourself. You're coming out this absolutely powerful being of light that is both not grounded in 3D. And if you haven't developed that yet, you're in the process of it. You've learned to move in your day, balancing both your spiritual and your worldly. You've had to really develop how to relate to others in a different way, how to relate to life in a different way, how to relate how you're going to execute things. It doesn't mean that you went from being loving to being cold-hearted at all. Nothing like that. You've always been connected to spirit, and you've always been getting messages from spirit. You've just learned how to align with spirit. So now you're moving in flow. It doesn't mean that you're not going to have obstacles. You're not going to have things that life is going to throw at you. Of course, that's still going to continue. But now you've got the inner engine. You've built yourself. And it came from turning within and just sitting with yourself. And when you sit with yourself, truly, with your heart open, and you allow, I'm also seeing here, we've got, this is number 10. So you could be a Capricorn as well. You could potentially even be someone who is drawn to a hermit or an adept path as well. Capricorn is the mountain. Is it this? It's the mountain goat, the sea goat. It is the bridge between heaven and earth. So you've learned to balance as above, so below, as within, so without, feminine and masculine, heart and mind. And the songs, actually, this, I'd forgotten about this. The songs, if you look at the lyrics of, you might want to listen to this song. It really is talking about a woman who, it doesn't matter what he does. She's ever forgiving and probably exhausted by the end of it. To the colors in the wind, Pocahontas is one with the earth. She is free, she is independent, but she's also works with nature. She understands the abundance, the richness that comes with knowing her own rhythm and knowing that she's part of Mother Earth Gaia. And that's really confirmed here with the Tree of Life card. And that's also a number 10. So you've got 3 10s here. So this could be 3 lifetimes that you have been mastering this lesson specifically of going from your page to your sovereignty, to your queen and king. So I feel like this message is complete, pile number 1. Congratulations. Your guides are extremely proud of you. You've done amazing, and best of luck. If you haven't got to this place yet where you feel like you've built something or you feel secure in how you make decisions, know that that is happening. It doesn't mean when we become awakened and we know more, we also know what we don't know. So it doesn't mean, like, the self-doubt still comes up. You're just much better at navigating it and managing it. And you know to go inwards. You know you're connected. And if you're not, if your brain or your mind, your human mind hasn't caught up with that yet, it will. It's coming. So just keep the faith. Keep doing what you're doing. And that's all I have for you, pile number 1. Thank you very much, and have an amazing rest of your day, evening, morning, wherever you are and whatever you're doing. And I will see you at another reading if you choose to stop by. Thank you so much. So I'm going to get into pile number 2. Pile number 2 was this beautiful iridescent crystal. It's hard to see on the camera. So let's take a look at your cards. So we've got Vision of Unity. Another 10. Focus on the light, right to see, releasing illusion, pineal gland. Amazing. Penelope, Dreamweaver. The Giver. You've got the Strength card. The Hanged Man. Five of Pentacles. Ace of Pentacles. Three of Pentacles. And Temperance. And the songs we've got for you are Weapon of Choice by Fatboy Slim and Waiting on an Angel by Vanessa Paradis and Ben Harper. So let's take a moment and tap in. So I feel like you are the angel. Waiting on an angel. I think you're the angel that other people have been waiting on. And I think that you're what I'm feeling like you're an angel in disguise. Walking the earth. We've got this vision of unity, and I'm seeing this as being your energy. The pineal gland, yours is just absolutely, this is the energy that you're vibrating out. You are a pyramid. You are a portal. People are drawn to you. You look at your throat chakra. You speak truth. You speak the truth of God. God speaks through you in your throat chakra. I'm seeing transformation here. I feel like you're very safe to be around when people are in relationship with you. When you do the thing with them, it's very healing. But I think you also need to maintain your vibration, your purity. You need to, you would be a lot of energies who would want to meet an angel, who would need to meet an angel, would be drawn to you. So your light is going to attract some darkness. We've got this reflected in the Giver. So I'm seeing the dragon is beautiful. How can you give without receiving? She's heart open. You lead with your heart, but you've got your dragon. You know how to protect your heart. And you do. And that means that from that place, you can create anything. Look at this magical being. This is you. You can manifest whatever it is that you want. Coming from your heart space. You're a light being. I feel like that you have very strong connections to the angelic realms. And you help people face their demons. But this is you. I mean, this is the Strength card. Look, you've got an infinity over your head. You're sitting on the lion, and you're just hanging out with the devil, like the demon. You're chilling, facing your own demons, and there's power in that because you know that the truth of the light is what settles the demon. Hanged man energy. And you've got the same symbol. You've learned to temper yourself, and you lead by example by walking this. Who are you? Mile number 2. This energy is beautiful. This is the energy signature that you emanate. You probably have people really, really drawn to you a lot. They probably tell you their problems. They probably a lot of people, you probably feel like they're a really close friend of yours, or they connect really easily. You probably get a lot of people saying, oh, we're in alignment. You're a mirror for people. But you also, you reflect them, both their light and their dark. And you show them how to, by example, how to face their demons and maintain your balance and to create something. I think you're a living example of how to build, collaborate, and remain tempered. This, and also the 5 of Pentacles, what I'm getting from this is that I feel like you've probably been left out in the cold a lot. So you have probably had to temper yourself out. But it taught you, because no matter who you are and you incarnate, you still have to deal with the Maya. You still have to have your awakening. Even if you have some, even if you have awareness, if you're born awakened, you still come in with challenges to overcome. And the more awakened you come in, often you can end up in circumstances where you are left out in the cold, where you do have to build something of your own, where you do have to dig deep to temper yourself out, to be able to collaborate and have successful relationships. I'm drawn to this one as well, because this reminds me of this. If you listen to that song, it's a dance song, but he's talking about walk without rhythm and you won't attract the worm. And that's from the movie Dune. And Dune is one of those movies that, for me, has a lot of lessons and is very spiritual. So you might want to watch that movie. I really like the old David Lynch version. I haven't actually seen the new one with Timothy Chalamet and Zendaya. Oh my goodness. I'm showing my age. And then Waiting on an Angel. You're the angel. You're absolutely the angel. But you probably have encountered many, many angels too in your path. You walk around and you activate people as you go through life. The 5 of Pentacles, you teach people to use what they have and to create from there. Not to try and outsource everything. Not to profiteer off of other people's energy, not to be generative, to be someone who builds for themselves. You show them that can be done from a heart-centered, from a healing place. The Penelope, the Dreamweaver, she can create, but in addition to, our guides will help us. The Fae are mischievous. And I feel like you could have Fae energy around you as well. So in the book, it talks about how if we're not getting it, if we won't get up off our booty and get moving and, put the effort in and build, and we're not able to be inspired by our dreams, they can send us nightmares. And that might get us going as well. So, what else? Yeah, I feel like it's kind of like you're tapping people in. Like you show up, you activate, and then you walk away. And people have an ability to move differently and to see things differently. You're good at helping them. Again, it's leading by example. People probably wonder where you get your energy from and how you get it, but you just are really, really good at tempering your energy so that you're able to direct it to the things that matter to you and that you care about, instead of playing the victim and refusing to heal. You understand the unity of life, of collaboration, and of, you've got a bit of Pentacles energy here, and then you've got some, it's all Pentacles and Major Arcana, really. And light. So congratulations, pile number 2. Thank you for being here. Thank you for vibrating, incarnating, and holding love. I'm going to leave it there, pile number 2. That one was short and sweet. You are amazing. And we are going to get into pile number 3. All right. Pile number 3. You had the Sunstone. Okay, first on the board, we've got Sacred Mountain, Vision Quest, Clarity and Truth, Shambhala, Deep Healing. Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous colors on the card. Card number 1, Unity, Unity. And I'm seeing the similar kind of energy in both cards. Oh, the Grouch. Page of Pentacles, 9 of Swords, Ace of Wands, 5 of Wands, the Tower, 5 of Cups. Okay. And your cards are Stupid Girl by Garbage and Hubris by Sevdaliza. I don't know if I said that correctly. Great, great song. Okay, so your message is pretty clear at pile number 3. What I'm seeing for you, Sunstone. This for me is the kind of the story of leaving the Garden of Eden and going on a quest, realizing the unity in life. Stupid Girl, if you listen to the lyrics of that song, you might want to listen to it. It's like she doesn't believe in anything that can't be broken. So don't believe in faith, don't believe in love, don't believe in fear. And then hubris. Well, hubris, self-explanatory. But at the very, very end, there's some she's saying the autopsy was beautiful. Her insides were beautiful. There's something here about transformation and death, which makes sense with the Tower and the Grouch. So what I'm seeing here is that the journey going from a materialistic based existence, or a worldly or a temporal based existence, and maybe that was the world in which you grew up in, you know, and then finding not being satisfied by it. Still having a lot of anxiety, even though success by society standards is happening, and you're not inspired by it, but you're being called. And the grouch is giving me that it's just, you know, the grouch and the nine of swords. It's not fulfilling. It's not satisfying. You're like, I'm successful, but I'm not happy. What's going on? They told me this would be happy. It's actually giving me, oh, bless his heart, Chandler from Friends, Matthew Perry. I remember hearing him say that, you know, I mean, they were making, he was 24 or something when he went on Friends, when he joined the cast of Friends. And I mean, mega wealthy. They were getting $1 million an episode, you know, at one stage, and they were on for 10 years. And him saying that, like, you know, after about 6 months, it's like, it doesn't mean anything. And he learned that very early, but he was so overcome with his he didn't have any way to escape. He was surrounded. He was like enabled. He had so much money that he could just do the things that he did. Coping mechanisms. There's a lot of things I can't say. And it was a tragedy how he ended up. But it was that lack of fulfillment from the material. Even though he seemed to have had great friends and all that kind of stuff. There's a lady, Marissa Peer. She is a British hypnotherapist, and she was the one who was going around saying, I'm not enough, and she had a lot of her clients write, I am enough in their you know, on their bathroom mirrors and all this kind of stuff. But she was saying that her experience from working with celebrities was that there was a hole in some of them, the ones that came to her for assistance, in that they were chasing that high, that it wasn't like the day-to-day was just not enough for them, that they were looking for something. And you get that very much from that story of Matthew Perry. And I'm not saying in any matter of means that that's what you guys went through, but it's just the extreme version of like, yeah, I have it all, but you know, it's not satisfying. It's that do not build your kingdom here on earth, build your kingdom in heaven, build your kingdom in your heart. If you don't have your heart connected to it, it's disappointing. There's grief. It falls apart. There's competition around you. Think about all the stuff that's happening in Hollywood and all the stuff that's in the news over the last, you know, as things were happening in the entertainment industry, as things were coming down, and all of the falsities that came out about players there. And, you know, there were a lot of vested interests and handlers. That's that competitive 5 of Wands energy to keep you in the fight, because they're making money off you. I mean, look at someone like Britney Spears. You know, there was a vested interest in keeping there was a whole economy around that poor woman for a really, really long time. Stupid girl. That's, you know, that's you talking badly to yourself. If this is not resonating at all, I would suggest you pick another pile, because this is someone who's just like, it doesn't feel right. I'm going on a quest. I don't care if, I never have to work a day in my life if I stay at home with mommy and daddy, or I stay married to my rich spouse, or whatever that path of least resistance for you is. Or maybe you're dealing with somebody like this and you're like, what the freak is going on? I don't know. But this message is very, very clear to me. This is the journey of somebody moving from just being dissatisfied with worldly living. And your heart was crying out for unity with God, unity with yourself, was crying out for you. Sacred mountain, Shambhala, and deep healing. Yeah, you're, and I'm getting a lot of heart chakra energy here for this healing as well. And throat chakra, the truth. You weren't able to see the truth beyond the world. And sometimes, society is kind of set up that way these days. So no shade whatsoever. We've all been, and it might not be that you went from worldly to, it might be just another stage. It might be just the next stage of your spiritual evolution. And then the hubris would be, not partnering with God and not even knowing that that was an option. Like, not everybody is born into a family where having God in your life is actually even safe. So there are so many reasons for people not to be on that wavelength, in that vibration, and for you to find yourselves drawn to that, as painful and as heartbreaking and as much loss and grief as there is, and heartache and healing needed. I see you've been through a lot, pile number 3. You're not a stupid girl. You're not a stupid anything. You're just a human with a soul and a heart. And a beautiful heart at that. I think I'm going to leave it there. It's short and sweet. I don't think that there's anything else. I guess we can pull a few more cards to see if Spirit has any advice for you. If you're still in this place of being in the worldly and you're wondering what's missing, maybe look into doing some sort of a quest. The Devil. Interesting. Maybe the devil also for me can sometimes be addictions. And addictions don't necessarily have to be. And then the 3 of Wands. So this is telling me that there's attachments that you either need to, well, we all have attachments that we need to let go of, that you're working on removing yourself from, so that you can go on this quest and you can find your adventure. And your adventure doesn't have to be like, you don't have to leave your house to go on the quest necessarily. Go within. You can go online and start there. You don't have to you know, you don't have to head off to a monastery or anything like that. And there's going to be some work along the way. But the work is going to be you. Getting to know you. You will be developing your relationship. This is actually really giving me Durga vibes with the eight arms. And she is the Hindu deity. Like she is the demon slayer. And she rides a tiger and she slays the attachments. So I feel like you're already on this path, and your advice is just to continue, keep going, and trust yourself. Every rose has its thorn. Every day has its dawn. You're protected. There's a lot of love around you. You have a lot of, like, I'm seeing all these roses as being your guides. They're with you. Okay, pile number 3. I'm going to leave it there. Thank you so much. Feel free to stop by again. Feel free to like, comment, and subscribe. And maybe I will see you in another reading down the road. So thank you very much, and bye.